Hello, everyone. I am going to continue reading the Bible today. I kind of look under the weather, and if you notice, my cheeks are a little puffy because I got all my four wisdom teeth pulled like 2 days ago. So I am still a little tender, but no excuse not to read the Bible. So I'm going to continue reading do a few chapters today. So let's continue. Today we're gonna start out learn about the quarantine of the unclean, confession and compensation, the water test for suspected adultery, and so on and so forth. So if you want to follow along with your Bibles, or just watch the video, we'll do a few chapters today. So here we go. Numbers chapter 5. Jehovah spoke further to Moses, saying, "Command the Israelites to send out of the camp every leprous person, and everyone having a discharge, and everyone unclean by a dead person, whether a male or a female. You should send them out. You should send them outside the camp, so that they may not contaminate the camps of those in whose midst I am dwelling." Therefore, the Israelites did so, and sent them outside the camp. Just as Jehovah told Moses, so the Israelites did. Jehovah continued speaking to Moses, saying, "Tell the Israelites, if a man or a woman commits any of the sins of mankind and acts unfaithfully towards Jehovah, that person has become guilty. He must confess the sin that he has committed and return the full amount as compensation for his guilt, and also add a fifth of its value. He is to give it to the one he wronged. But if the victim does not have a close relative to receive the compensation, it should be returned to Jehovah and will belong to the priest, apart from the ram of atonement, which he will make atonement for him. Every holy contribution from the Israelites that is presented to the priest should become his. The holy things of each person will remain his own. Whatever each one gives to the priest, that will belong to the priest." Jehovah went on to speak to Moses, saying, "Speak to the Israelites and tell them, this is what should be done if a man's wife goes astray and is unfaithful to him, and another man has sexual relations with her, but it was unknown to her husband and remains undiscovered, so that she has defiled herself, but there is no witness against her, and she has not been caught. Whether the husband becomes jealous and suspicion of his wife's faithfulness when she has defiled herself, or whether he is jealous and suspicious of his wife's faithfulness when she has not defiled herself, the man must bring his wife to the priest, along with an offering for her, a tenth of an ephah of barley flour. He must not pour oil on it, nor put frankincense on it, because it is grain offering of jealousy, a grain offering bringing guilt to mind. The priest will bring her forward and make her stand before Jehovah. The priest will take holy water in an earthenware vessel, and the priest will take some of the dust from the floor of the tabernacle and put it in the water. And the priest will make the woman stand before Jehovah and unbind the woman's hair and put in her palms the grain offering for a reminder, that is, the grain offering of jealousy. And the priest will have in his hand the bitter water that brings a curse. The priest will then make her swear, saying to the woman, "If no other man had sexual relations with you while you were under your husband's authority, and you have not gone astray and become defiled, may you be free of the effect of this bitter water that brings a curse. But if you have gone astray while under your husband's authority by defiling yourself, and you have had sexual relations with another man besides your husband, the priest will then make the woman swear an oath that includes a curse, and the priest will say to the woman, 'May Jehovah make you an object for cursing and for an oath among your people, as Jehovah makes your thigh fall away and causes your abdomen to swell. This water that brings a curse will enter into your intestines to cause your abdomen to swell and make your thigh fall away. To this, the woman should say, Amen, Amen. Then the priest should write these curses in the book and wash them off into the bitter water. He will then make the woman drink the bitter water that brings a curse, and the water that brings a curse will enter into her and produce bitterness. And the priest should take the grain offering of jealousy from the woman's hand and wave the grain offering back and forth before Jehovah, and he will bring it near the altar. The priest will take a handful of grain offering as to token offering and make it smoke on the altar, and afterward he will make the woman drink the water. When he makes her drink the water, if she has defiled herself and committed an act of unfaithfulness towards her husband, the water that brings a curse will then enter into her and become something bitter, and her abdomen will swell and her thigh will fall away, and the woman will become an object of cursing among her people. However, if the woman has not defiled herself and is clean, she will then be free from such punishment, and she will be able to conceive and produce offspring. This is the law about jealousy, when a woman may go astray and defile herself while under her husband's authority, or in the case of a man who becomes jealous and suspects his wife of unfaithfulness, he should make his wife stand before Jehovah, and the priest must carry out toward her all this law. The man will be free from guilt, but his wife will answer for her guilt. Chapter 6. Jehovah spoke further to Moses and said, Speak to the Israelites and tell them, if a man or a woman takes a special vow to live as a Nazirite to Jehovah, he should keep away from wine and other alcoholic beverages. He should not drink the vinegar of wine or the vinegar of anything alcoholic. He should not drink any liquid made from grapes, nor eat grapes, whether fresh or dried. All the days of the Naziriteship, he should not eat anything made from the grapevine, from the unripe grapes to the skins. All the days of the vow of his Naziriteship, nor razor should pass over his head. He is to remain holy by letting the hair of his head grow until the days of his being set apart to Jehovah are completed. He should not approach a dead person during all the days he remains separated to Jehovah. Even if his father or his mother or his brother or his sister should die, he may not defile himself, because the sign of the Naziriteship to his God is upon his head. He is holy to Jehovah all the days of his Naziriteship. But if someone should suddenly die alongside him, and he defiles the hair symbolizing his separation to God, he must shave his head on the day he establishes his purification. He should shave it on the 7th day. And on the 8th day, he should bring 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons to the priest at the entrance of the tent of meeting. The priest will then prepare one as a sin offering and the other as a burnt offering, and make atonement for him for his sin in connection with the dead person. Then he must sanctify his head on that day, and he must separate himself again to Jehovah for the days of his Naziriteship, and he will bring a young ram in the first year as a guilt offering. However, the former days will go uncounted, because he defiled his Naziriteship. Now, this is the law about the Nazirite. When he completes the days of his Naziriteship, he will be brought to the entrance of the tent of meeting. Then he must present his offering to Jehovah, 1 sound young ram in its first year as a burnt offering, 1 sound female lamb in its first year as a sin offering, 1 sound ram as a communion sacrifice. a basket of unleavened ring-shaped loaves of fine flour mixed with oil, unleavened wafers smeared with oil, and their grain offering and their drink offering. The priest will present them before Jehovah and will offer up his sin offering and his burnt offering. He will offer the ram as a communion sacrifice to Jehovah, along with the basket of unleavened loaves, and the priest will present its grain offering and its drink offering. The Nazirite must then shave the uncut hair of his head at the entrance of the tent of meeting, and he will take the hair of his head gown during his Naziriteship and put it on the fire that is under the communion sacrifice. And the priest must take a boiled shoulder from the ram, one unleavened ring-shaped loaf from the basket, and one unleavened wafer, and put them on the palms of the Nazirite after he has had the sign of his Naziriteship shaved off. And the priest must wave them back and forth as a wave offering before Jehovah. It is something holy for the priest, along with the breast of the wave offering and the leg of the contribution. Afterward, the Nazirite may drink wine. This is the law about the Nazirite who makes a vow. If he vows and can afford to make an offering to Jehovah that is beyond the requirements of his Naziriteship, he must then carry out his vow out of regard for the law of his Naziriteship. Then Jehovah said to Moses, "Tell Aaron and his sons, this is the way you should bless the people of Israel. Say to them, may Jehovah bless you and safeguard you. May Jehovah make his face shine upon you, and may he favor you. May Jehovah lift up his face toward you and grant you peace. May Jehovah lift up his face towards you and grant you peace. And they must place my name upon the people of Israel, that I may bless them." Chapter 7. On the day that Moses finished setting up the tabernacle, he anointed it and sanctified it, together with all its furnishings, the altar, and all its utensils. When he had anointed and sanctified these things, the chieftains of Israel, the heads of their paternal houses, made an offering. These chieftains of the tribes who presided over the resignation brought before Jehovah their offerings of 6 covered wagons and 12 oxen, a wagon for 2 chieftains and a bull for each one, and they presented them before the tabernacle. Jehovah said to Moses, "Accept these things from them, as they will be used for the service of the tent of meeting, and you should give them to the Levites, to each one as needed for his duties." So Moses accepted the wagons and the cattle and gave them to the Levites. He gave 2 wagons and 4 oxen to the sons of Gershon, according to what was needed for their duties, and he gave 4 wagons and 8 oxen to the sons of Merari, according to what was needed for their duties, under the direction of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. But he did not give any of the sons of Kohath, because their duties involved the service of the holy place, and they carried the holy things on their shoulders. Now the chieftains made their presentation at the inauguration of the altar on the day it was anointed. When the chieftains presented their offerings before the altar, Jehovah said to Moses, "One chieftain each day on successive days will present his offering for the inauguration of the altar." The one who presented his offering on the first day was Nahshon, the son of Amminadab, of the tribe of Judah. His offering was 1 silver dish weighing 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl weighing 70 shekels, by the standard shekel of the holy place, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 1 gold cup weighing 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year for a burnt offering, 1 young goat for a sin offering, and for a communion sacrifice 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs, each a year old. This was the offering of Nahshon, the son of Amminadab. On the second day, Nathaniel, the son of Zuar, the chieftain of Issachar, made a presentation. He presented at his offering 1 silver dish weighing 130 shekels, 1 silver dish, and 1 silver bowl weighing 70 shekels by the standard shekel of the holy place, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 gold cup weighing 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in the first year for a burnt offering, 1 young goat for a sin offering, and for a communion sacrifice 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs, each a year old. This was the offering of Nathaniel the son of Zuar. On the third day, the chieftain of the sons of Zebulun, Eliab the son of Helon, made his offering of 1 silver dish weighing 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl weighing 70 shekels by the standard shekel of the holy place, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 gold cup weighing 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year for a burnt offering, 1 young goat for a sin offering, and for a communion sacrifice 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs, each a year old. This was the offering of Eliab the son of Helon. On the fourth day, the chieftain for the sons of Reuben, Elizur the son of Shedeur, made his offering of 1 silver dish weighing 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl weighing 70 shekels by the standard shekel of the holy place, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 gold cup weighing 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb at its first year for the burnt offering, 1 young goat for a sin offering, and for a communion sacrifice 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs, each a year old. This was the offering of Elizur the son of Shedeur. On the fifth day, the chieftain for the sons of Simeon, Shelumiel the son of Zurishaddai, made his offering of 1 silver dish weighing 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl weighing 70 shekels by the standard shekel of the holy place, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 gold cup weighing 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year for a burnt offering, 1 young goat for a sin offering, and for a communion sacrifice 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs, each a year old. This was the offering of Shelumiel the son of Zurishaddai. On the sixth day, the chieftain for the sons of Gad, Eliasaph the son of Deuel, made his offering of 1 silver dish weighing 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl weighing 70 shekels by the standard shekel of the holy place, both of them full of a fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 gold cup weighing 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb, and its first year for a burnt offering, 1 young goat for a sin offering, and for a communion sacrifice 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs, each a year old. This was the offering of Eliasaph the son of Deuel. On the seventh day, the chieftain for the sons of Ephraim, Elishama the son of Ammihud, made his offering on 1 silver dish weighing 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl weighing 70 shekels by the standard shekel of the holy place, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 gold cup weighing 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year for a burnt offering, 1 young goat for a sin offering, and for a communion sacrifice 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs, each a year old. This was the offering of Elishama the son of Ammihud. On the eighth day, the chieftain for the sons of Manasseh, Gamaliel the son of Pedazur, made his offering of 1 silver dish weighing 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl weighing 70 shekels by the standard shekel of the holy place, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 gold cup weighing 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year for a burnt offering, 1 young goat for a sin offering, and for a communion sacrifice 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs, each a year old. This was the offering of Gamaliel, the son of Pedazur. On the ninth day, the chieftain for the sons of Benjamin, Abidan, the son of Gidoni, made his offering of 1 silver dish weighing 130 shekels and 1 silver bowl weighing 70 shekels by the standard shekel of the holy place, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 1 gold cup weighing 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year for a burnt offering. 1 young goat for a sin offering, and for a communion sacrifice, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs, each a year old. This was the offering of Abidan, the son of Gidoni. On the 10th day, the chieftain for the sons of Dan, Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai, made his offering of 1 silver dish weighing 130 shekels and 1 silver bowl weighing 70 shekels by the standard shekel of the holy place, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 1 gold cup weighing 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year for a burnt offering, 1 young goat for a sin offering and for a communion sacrifice, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs, each a year old. This was the offering of Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai. On the 11th day, the chieftain for the sons of Asher, Pagiel, the son of Okran, made his offering of 1 silver dish weighing 130 shekels and 1 silver bowl weighing 70 shekels by the standard shekel of the holy place, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 1 gold cup weighing 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year for a burnt offering, 1 young goat for a sin offering, and for a communion sacrifice, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs, each a year old. This was the offering of Pagiel, the son of Okran. On the 12th day, the chieftain for the sons of Naphtali, Ahira, the son of Enan, made his offering of 1 silver dish weighing 130 shekels and 1 silver bowl weighing 70 shekels by the standard shekel of the holy place, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 1 gold cup weighing 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year for a burnt offering, 1 young goat for a sin offering, and for a communion sacrifice, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs, each a year old. This was the offering of Ahira, the son of Enan. Excuse me. This was the inauguration offering of the altar from the chieftains of Israel when it was anointed. 12 silver dishes, 12 silver bowls, 12 gold cups, each silver dish weighing 130 shekels and each bowl weighing 70 shekels, all the silver of the vessels anointing amounting to 2,400 shekels by the standard shekel of the holy place. The 12 gold cups full of incense, each weighed 10 shekels by the standard shekel of the holy place, all the gold of the cups amounting to 120 shekels. All the cattle for the burnt offerings were 12 bulls, 12 rams, 12 male lambs, each a year old, and 12 young goats for a sin offering. And all the cattle of the communion sacrifice amounted to 24 bulls, 60 rams, 60 male goats, and 60 male lambs, each a year old. This was the inauguration offering of the altar after it was anointed. Whenever Moses went into the tent of meeting to speak with God, he would hear the voice conversing with him from above the cover of the ark of the testimony, from between the 2 cherubs, and God would speak to him. I'm going to pause it there. Interesting reading of that ledger, and I just want to say that part where, can you imagine if you think like your wife is like cheating on you, and you're like, all right, we gotta go to the police to see if you're cheating on me or not, and then she has to like drink this stuff, and if she drinks it, she's cheating on you. Her abdomen blows up, and she's like an embarrassment to everybody. But if she's not, like, nothing happens. But what a crazy I wouldn't say magic because it's not demonic, but what's the right word to say here? um, I don't know what a miracle kind of like potion, cursed potion was that like they would drink something to find out if someone was lying or not, and then your body like swells up your abdomen, and then that's just crazy how that was a thing. Like that must have been insane. But we're all imperfect, and guarantee you some like couples, there were cheating on each other. So that's pretty crazy that even back in those days, people still do such things. Anyways, I'm sorry if my reading is bad and if I look super weird. If you can't tell, I look like Popeye kinda. I feel like Popeye, but no excuse to not read the Bible. I did it. That means you can too. And I feel really horrible right now. But I will see you the next day. Hope I feel good. We do have the power of healing, and God will help me tonight to get some good rest. So you guys take care. Shout out to everybody, and thank you all for liking the videos and watching the shorts. Can't wait to Sunday so I can go to church again. But hope you're all doing good. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.